Welcome to Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen. It's time to gather around the table to cook and converse. Right here, we'll come together to learn about Kansas agriculture and the farm families that feed us as we discover new recipes, Kansas products, and farm fresh ingredients.
It's Thursday morning. That means we're cooking in Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen. Easter is not this weekend, but next weekend. And a lot of people have ham on Easter weekend, including my family, Alli. And we got some important tips that we're going to be sharing with folks on how to make that perfect Easter ham with considering the glaze and making sure it's not too dry. All those things can go wrong.
And which one do I buy? Because that's always a question for cooks out there. Do I buy an uncured ham? A fresh ham is what that would be. Do I buy a cured one? Do I buy a smoked one? So there's a lot of talk about that. But before I go any further, I will forget if I don't mention it. As a Kansas Farm Bureau member, I enjoy being part of a united, there's over 30,000 members across Kansas. And so the older I get, the more I realize how important it is to be united with others who have the same beliefs. And it's really interesting when it comes to legislative issues like taxes, things like that. When you're united, that voice speaks a whole lot louder. So I appreciate that. But the other thing I like are the discounts that we get as members. So like the one I use the most is probably 20% off at Choice Hotels. I use that all the time. Verizon gives you a discount. There's a lot of neat things that as a member you get to partake in. And I also love the Kansas Living magazine because it features lots of cool recipes. So as a mom, that's one of the things that I really like.
Okay, we got the Kansas Farm Bureau stuff taken care of.
Yes, we do. Now we can talk cooking. Okay, so pressure cooking is a huge, big deal. And you bought a pressure cooker recently, remember that? And I know you're utilizing it lots and lots. And so for a ham, it is excellent because what do we want when we eat ham?
We want something tasty and moist.
And succulent, and yes. And so pressure cooking it is a great way to do. So this is a fully cooked ham. So when you buy a ham, what you want to look for is the words fully cooked or uncooked. It might say fresh. So there's fully cooked and uncooked. And so if you're buying a fully cooked ham, which is what most people will be buying, those are the hams that are out there the most available. You're essentially just reheating it. Okay, so we don't have to put it in the oven for hours and hours and hours like we do a turkey. Okay, so this guy right here, this is a half ham. It's also a bone-in ham. And why would we want the bone?
Flavor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It gives tons more flavor. No, you've been schooled. You knew that.
Yeah. 5.5 years, I guess so.
So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this guy up super tightly. You don't be afraid to use lots and lots of foil.
Okay. Contains the moisture.
Yes, and you need a really big pressure cooker to cook a ham or a brisket or things like that. So this is a big 10-quart electric pressure cooker. And what you already have down in there, Chris, if you want to lift that up, because that is a very important thing. Not for putting the ham into the pressure cooker so much, but for getting him out when he's piping hot. So once we have this guy all wrapped up, we've already put a cup of orange juice into the bottom. We have our trivet in there. Then you can set him right down in there, okay? And if he goes in there super tight, no problem. And then just fold your sling right over the top like that. And then next we would lock our lid in place and guess how long that guy takes to steam?
15 minutes.
How'd you know?
I think you said something before.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Started.
All right. So 15 minutes in there, probably maybe 45 minutes in the oven, but we want to keep that moisture in. So we have 3 different glazes, 1 ham, 3 glazes, whichever you want. This is a balsamic brown sugar. We have an orange spice and an apricot chipotle. That just gets brushed over the top. You pop it under the broiler till it's all bubbly and wonderful, and then ta-da!
Looking good. Everybody's happy on Easter Sunday.
That's right, exactly.
Got ham glazed, it's moist, and everything's good. Recipe and
chefallis.com. If you go there, the recipe will be there, plus some tips and things for, again, choosing your ham and also how to cook it. So yeah, check it out.
All right, very nice, Chef Alli. Thanks so much.
You bet.
We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us. Kansas Farm Bureau is proud to support hardworking families across the state like farmers and ranchers who make it their life commitment to provide food that nourishes all of us. Kansas Farm Bureau, representing grassroots agriculture.